I have adventure to have beautiful and sexy women around me. I'm rejecting it because I feel like it shouldn't be beauty or whatever. It should be love.
So am I ugly now?
They're hard.
Then maybe you should go be with them.
Fine, if
I'll
that's
talk
what
to you
you
later.
want. If that's what you want, fine then.
Like I'm some ugly bitch. Him. Let him find one that's as good as I am. Let him find one that's as loyal as I am. Him for saying that.
In case you needed proof, this episode gave us the perfect example of just how one-sided Kim and Usman's supposed love really is.
My DM is full to young, beautiful, rich ladies. So who is losing?
Usman really comes out looking bad in this episode. We get to see just how insincere, manipulative and two-faced he really is. So let's rewind back to the start of the episode. We join the action immediately after Usman's brother has accused Kim of trying to bribe the family.
Usman and I are here to meet his family and get the blessing, and it is going way worse than I ever thought it was going to go. The cow didn't even help me. They think I'm being disrespectful and I'm trying to bribe them.
Is it me, or is this level of arrogance infuriating? Check how Usman's brother grants permission for Kim to speak, as though he's somehow superior to her.
May I speak now?
Yeah.
Is that okay?
You can go on. Let me hear you.
It's the tone in which he says it. Go on, let me hear you. Almost angry, like he's annoyed at having to waste his time listening to her. And even though Kim does her best to seize on her opportunity to speak and explain just how much she loves Usman, it doesn't seem to do much. The whole family have made up their mind.
I know I'm not the perfect woman for him, but the love is there. I didn't buy the cow for a bribe. I am not that kind of person. Everything I do is from my heart. They're just not seeing me for who I am. They're not seeing anything. It's like talking to a brick wall.
For all of Kim's misgivings, and yes, she has a lot, I don't think you can deny that she does love Usman. She'd do anything for him, which is why it's so hard to watch her pour her soul out to a room full of strangers and get no reaction. Even when she makes it clear that she's willing to let Usman have another wife, it doesn't have the desired impact that she was hoping for.
I'm willing to let him take a second wife. Like me allowing him to have a second wife, that's a lot for me in my culture.
Usman's mum's stance remains the same, it hasn't changed. She doesn't trust Kim, and if Usman is to marry her, she wants him to first marry a local girl. Kim would have to be wife number 2.
Abunda ake ce ma gaskiya ba a yarda ba. Len nashi cikin Hausa sannan can gaba in zai kara sai ya kara.
And that decision is final. After saying this, Usman's mum adjourns the meeting. She asks for Kim to be ejected and she walks off.
Ya ba ta haƙuri ta koma ta gida.
You guys should just go and leave her first. That she wants you guys out. I feel bad my mom leaving because that is simply saying that no and no and no. Don't, in fact, just forget about it.
Now, credit to Kim, because despite how rudely she's been treated, she remains calm and polite throughout.
If it wasn't your family and somebody would have said some of that stuff to me, I would have been out that door. You know me. When they said that, like, I could be the second wife and so whoever he picks could be the first, I was just like, okay, no. In my head, I'm like, hell no.
Now, Kim's stance on being a second wife is a huge issue, so we'll come back to that in more detail shortly. But I found it really funny how Usman claims to be shocked by how his mum reacted.
Her reaction was so hard. We never expected it to be this hard.
Like, she didn't even give me the time of day.
Really, Usman? Really? Your mum literally told you ahead of the meeting that she wouldn't accept Kim as wife number 1. All this acting like it's a shock to you is a little hard to take. But this isn't the only acting that Usman's going to do in this episode. It gets a lot worse.
Hey.
Might be the last time might be the last couple of days we do it. Like, we just left all of that and you're just like chilling. I know, I wish I had your confidence.
That's a weird reaction to what's just happened, isn't it? Sensing that Kim is dejected and losing hope, Usman suddenly switches gear into this playful, understanding, loving boyfriend. Why does he feel the need to do this? Why double yammy when a few nights ago single was hard enough? Well, it all boils down to Kim's stance that she categorically refuses to be second anything.
I'm not going to be the second wife. I can't. I can't let myself be like that. I won't do that. I won't be anybody's second anything.
Yeah.
And I'm willing to fight with you, but I'm not willing to be second anything. So I'm willing to see what we can do in the next couple days, and then if things just don't, I can't.
You can hear the pain in her voice, can't you? Kim is willing to put up with a lot of things. And yeah, a lot of this is new to her. Nigerian culture, Islamic culture, multiple wives. She doesn't really understand it, but there's one thing she has experienced and does understand: being made to feel second.
The title of the first wife is so important to me because in previous relationships, I always came second. Always. I was always pushed to the side, and I'm not going to let that happen to me again.
Now, sensing that this is a very touchy subject, one that Kim has very clear feelings about, Usman begins his act. His plan is to win her over, make her feel like he's on her side, and then slowly break down her barriers.
You know, like, I don't mind you being first or second. Like, I don't care. I just want to be with you. Just do what you want to be with you.
And I understand that, but
you know,
I can't.
You can be second?
No.
Okay, fine. We are in this together. I hope you have seen how much I love you.
I know.
Let's have some rest. Then in the morning, from now to morning, I promise you I can come up with something.
Okay. I love you, though.
I love you too.
While he may be empathizing with her and promising her solutions, all of this is an act. In reality, he doesn't empathize at all. As he explains, while Kim may say that she's not willing to be a second wife at the moment, eventually he's convinced he'll be able to get her to change her mind. He's convinced he holds that kind of power over her. She's not able to say no to him.
And if mom said that she would never, ever let me get married to Kimbaaaly first, Kimbaaaly have to come second, I think Kimbaaaly may likely accept it. Kimbaaaly will say, okay, if that's the only way, let's just do it, as long as you are not going to leave me.
That is such a fascinating insight into the way that Usman thinks. It shows us how his actions and his thoughts are not the same. He's acting like this perfect, understanding boyfriend, fighting for their love, doing whatever it will take to keep Kim from giving up hope. But he has an ulterior motive, and it's all an act. And the act comes crashing down the very next day. When they sit down outside to have a drink and discuss the plan of action, Usman seems more concerned with getting his nails done.
I woke up this morning with the mindset, like, okay, we got this. We can do this, you know?
Mm-hmm.
But can we? Are you listening?
I'm listening, babe.
Getting frustrated because we're supposed to be coming up with a plan to get his mom's blessing, and Usman's getting a pedicure and manicure. What is that? What is that? So what do we do now?
When Kim reiterates exactly what she said the night before, that she won't stand for being wife number 2, Usman suddenly takes offense.
I am not going to be your second wife. I refuse that. And if I leave here single, I leave here single. I love you, and I'll be heartbroken very, very long. But
Babe.
no, sir.
If she said that she's going to break up, this is so disrespectful. I've been investing my time for over 2 years, and now it's about to just go like that. That is a slap in my face, for real.
He makes it clear, yet again, as he's done a number of times before, that he feels he's bringing more to this relationship than she is.
Mr. Comeback and no compromise. I've been compromising more than what you compromise. You're not compromising anything to me. I compromise more than you.
The clear implication here is, given how much he's doing for the relationship, at least in his own eyes, she should just accept second wife status. After all, and here's the kicker, he wants to be very clear, Kim, if you don't compromise, I've got alternatives. I, he says, have an advantage over you.
I have advantage than any woman that I'm going to be with. I have advantage to have beautiful and sexy women around me
I'm rejecting it because I feel like it shouldn't be beauty or whatever. It should be love.
So am I ugly
They're
now?
hard.
Then maybe you should go be with them.
Fine.
What a horrible, horrible way to look at a relationship in terms of who has the advantage, who has an upper hand. What's interesting here though is how quickly he's resorted to threats. So much for coming up with a plan. He was convinced she'd give in and become second wife. And the fact that she's reaffirmed she'd rather break up than do that has really shaken Usman. He's struggling to understand this. How dare she? He's the one with the power. He's got all the advantages. Doesn't she know how lucky she is? He's getting angry at her, and that isn't love. He's hurt Kim, and when she storms off back to her room, she says something that indicates she may have finally seen Usman for who he really is.
Like he's doing me a favor. Him. But he loves me so much. Does he? Is all this fake?
Yes, Kim, it is fake. And all you need to do is compare how devastated Kim is with the zero fucks given attitude that Usman has to see this is a one-sided relationship.
My DM is full to young, beautiful, rich ladies. So who is losing? I'm not losing. I don't think I'm losing. I'm 33, she's 51. So what are you giving me, actually?
Usman has no emotional investment in Kim at all, and I hope for her sake she's finally beginning to realise it.
I just don't even know. I don't even think I want the blessing now. I just don't even think, I just don't care. I don't know.